Evelyn, thank you for joining me on Megan's Bookish Life IG Live.
Thank you, Megan. I'm so excited to be here.
I have to say, I did my little research on my computer, and your website has like an about me section, which I love as a journalist, obviously. But the literal bottom sentence of the about me, the bottom one says, "You like trying new recipes," and I hit on that because I need to know. Well, one thing, let me tell you, I have Taken right here in front of me. Um, oh my, wow, you have a book too? Oh my God. But okay, I opened it and I had some from like goodies and stuff, and it's a recipe. So I was like, I have the good question. Have you made any good recipes recently?
Not recently. I've not actually had time. My schedule has been insane.
Yeah.
So I haven't really had a lot of extra time to cook, so I haven't tried any new recipes. But in a couple of weeks, I'm meeting with a friend, and we are making a sangria that appears in book 6 in Trapped.
Okay.
Um, so we're going to make that, and we're going to have an alcohol version and a virgin version.
Okay. So I'm trying to think. Do you expect your recipes sometimes when you write them out to turn out good and they don't? Has that ever happened, or has it always been good?
So far, they've all been good. Now, so we made a drink for Betrayed. We made it's a riff off of French 75. I don't know how familiar you are with cocktails, but French 75 is one of my favorite cocktails and I love it. Well, we riffed off that, and the first few were like, no. And when we made the Chicago Old Fashioned for Missing, the third book, that also had a few iterations of ew, no. So the final one ended up being fine, but my friend and I actually just play with the recipes while we create them, if
Smart.
that makes any sense. Like we
Well,
just we just play,
well,
and then we find it.
I cannot bake for the life of me. I do the whole joke where I always use this when no one finds it funny as I do. I say that my chocolate chip cookies melt in the oven, and like, oh no, it happens. My butter ratio is bad. So I like cooking.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh at you, but that's
No,
funny.
I need you to laugh because no one else has done it. No, it actually happened before. I was like, why are these melting and not cooking? But I like cooking better. So like tonight, I made my first ever soup. It's kind of, what is it, 47? That's cool enough for a soup. I made potato soup in the crock pot. And
Ooh.
what I do, and can I tell you, before we even get into this, the names for recipes sometimes, I'm like, why would you name it like this? Like, like, my potato soup tonight was named, like, crack something potato soup. And I'm like, sounds great, but just name potato soup, and I'll take it.
Yeah.
By the way, it was okay. I didn't know you need more liquid than they say. So
Oh,
just
yeah.
a little more potato than soup.
It's okay. You know what? Then you take it, you mash it, and you
Ooh,
have like mashed potato soup.
this is why I'm on this IG life. Thank you.
Saying.
That's smart. I'm gonna throw it back a little bit. About 10 years ago when you were in high school. Um,
Yeah.
thank
Sorry.
you, thank you. But that was my joke of the night
10
too.
years ago. Thank you.
You noticed. But you did say somewhere that a creative writing class you took made you fall in love with storytelling. So I can actually relate to that. I had a creative writing class junior year of high school
Hmm.
that I remember I thrived in. We had different things, different projects, and I loved it. And I hated high school, so that was like a big. I still remember that
Oh,
class.
yeah.
How much I hated high school.
Yep.
Um, do you remember if there was a certain assignment or certain things you did in that class where you were like, I love this and I want to do more?
So, yes and no. Like, I took writing classes every chance I could, starting like in junior high. I was reading Shakespeare in fourth grade. I've always kind of like had that kind of creative brain, and I've always loved doing it. Um, I remember the one story I wrote, and it's actually funny because my teacher was flabbergasted. She's like, okay, what's going on in that brain of yours? But we were supposed to be writing something along the lines of like a gothic horror. So I did like an amusement park where they could go on a trip on this like amusement park boat. and they would have drinks, and it was like a little party barge, and they'd go out there. Well, the whole thing is set up to be a scary horror trip. And so they like there's sirens going off, and they lose power, and they feel like they're sinking, and like all this stuff going on, and it's all faked. It's all part of the ride, but everyone on board doesn't like they panic as if it's real, even though they know they're going on a scary ride. They don't realize it's that scary. And so I had so much fun writing that. And I don't know, I never went into the horror aspect of writing. Like I write suspense, and I there's a lot of deep feels and there's a lot of action, but I never went the horror route, but that story always stuck with me because it was so much fun to write.
I'm wondering if you took that little horror story, which, by the way, probably should be turned into a novella or something, because I want to read that. Um, but I'm wondering if you took that and kind of subconsciously was like suspense when you got older, because you knew you liked writing that kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
maybe.
I'm I'm stuck on the whole. You probably don't remember how you remember that plot or came up with that plot, did you?
To say again?
You don't remember how you came up with that plot, do you? Probably not. It's been a little.
No, no, I have no idea. That
It's
high
crazy.
school was a little bit longer than 10 years ago. So yeah, that was, good Lord, what, 30 years ago, and I just don't remember.
You know what?
That was,
I like how you said you took writing classes every chance you got, because I was good at writing back then, but I was stubborn and was like, I don't want to do this. Like, I don't like.
okay.
And now I love writing, and I'm a journalist kind of thing. But I love that when you were younger, you saw that about yourself.
Yeah, I loved creating. I did theater. I created jewelry and costumes. I'm not artistic, like I've never been able to draw or paint or do anything like that, but I've always been very creative. I've loved that outlet. I get that from my mom. My mom was always very creative. She read my Girl Scout troops, all that stuff when I was a kid. So my mom just like instilled that love of creativity, and she's the artist. She can draw, like she's got mad skills. But my creativity was in a very different path. But yeah, I've always just loved creating stuff.
I throw back to that junior year high school creative writing class. I remember. Okay? Do you remember 10 Things I Hate About You, the 1999 movie, Heath Ledger? Um, at the end of the movie, Julia Stiles reads that poem, like, I hate the way you
Mm,
look, that one. So we had to pick, I remember, a poetry section we had. We had to pick a poem and then perform it in front. Or no, we had to read it in front of everybody.
read it, yeah.
Yeah. So I took that poem, um, because I said it was a poem, I guess. I don't know why I chose that one. I love that movie. But I started crying in front of everyone at the end, like she does in the movie. And I was like, I hate the way you talk to me. I hate the way you stare, whatever.
Oh,
So good at it. And I was so proud. I remember looking at the students who were what age is junior high? 15 or 16. And they're like,
yeah.
oh my God, this woman needs help. Like, but I remember thinking back, I'm like, that's where my acting gene comes from. Because I love being dramatic and acting. And so like that's my creativity.
There you
Is
go.
so I get it too. I like writing, but back then I was more creative than the writing aspect. Okay. I'm gonna show this. I wish that this would show. Is this the right way? Can you see that? Or is it back?
Well, it's backwards, yeah.
Drives me nuts.
Here, I'll hold
Okay.
mine up too, and maybe you can see it
No,
reverses it.
it's cute though. Okay, so let's do a little switch here. We will talk about your first published book, Taken, which you published in 2024, correct?
Correct, February of last year.
What a whirlwind. So since then, you have published 6 books total so far in your Shepherd and Sons investigation series, which are all romantic. What can I talk? Romantic
Correct.
suspense. There we go. Deep question here. Why was 2024 your year to release Taken? That's the first question of this question.
So at the end of 2023, I found a mentor,
Yep.
and that was the catalyst. She helped me tackle all the hurdles. She helped me do everything I needed to do to get the book out. It had been written for over a year. I had plotted beaten and missing. I had done like kind of an idea. I named all the family. I knew I wanted 7 books in the series. Like all of it. And I was just like, meh, it's just on paper. It's just there. Whatever. I'm not going to do anything with it. I don't know. I was just having fun. But you found her on Facebook of all places, do an ad, and we clicked. She's been great. I'm actually still working with her and her team, and it's like almost 3 years now. Yeah, that was it. She was like, no, you're ready, do it. And she just kind of like held my hand, i.e. pushed me. So it was like a tough love situation, if you will. She was like, I'll hold your hand, do it, but I'm also going to kick your butt. So it worked out really well. She was like that perfect balance of encouragement and pushing that I needed. And that worked out very well.
I'm wondering, so you said that you had taken written out beforehand or about for 2023. A lot of authors kind of uh, write like their first ever book and then never release it, and then write another one and then release that one. Have you written anything prior to Taken?
No, just assignments in school.
Wow.
Yeah, that was my first. And when I first finished it, it was like 130,000 pages. It's like way too long. It was just all the things. I didn't know what I was doing. She went through with a knife and it was like, okay,
I
thanks.
I love it though. I mean that I'm so glad you had her. Yeah.
Yeah, no, because of her, Taken was readable.
Okay. I feel that for a lot of things too.
Seriously.
When you said you knew it wanted to be 7 books total, like, were you adamant on keeping it at 7? What if you did 5, or if you were just like, I need 7?
So, so it's actually 9. I wanted 7 because I had all of the siblings, which was 4, and then I had the 2 full-timers from the company that I wanted to include, and then I always knew I wanted the mother and father story, Mama and Papa Shepherd, to be the final book. Well, when Beaten came out, everyone loved Ashley, like loved, 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 loved Ashley, and I'm like, okay, everybody wants her book, and I was like, yeah, I want to write her book. I fell in love with her too. But I don't like the number 8. I'm such a freak. I don't like the number 8. It's just a stupid number. 7 is the perfect prime number, and 9 is 3 threes. So I was like, okay, well then I need to write 9 books. And technically there's 10 because the Christmas special is adjacent, but not numbered in the series. So there'll be 9 numbered, and then the Christmas special falls between book 6 and book 7, but you don't have to read it to read the series.
Okay, we'll get into that too. But also, would you hate me forever if I said like you have 9.5 books? Is that a terrible number?
Well, it's
It's ugly.
9.5 and then 9 and then also another half because actually the prequel
Okay.
is my giveaway if you sign up for my newsletter. So
In,
that's it, but it's not available anywhere except the freebie through my newsletter. You know what I
oh,
mean? So like that, but that's another, and I've got a couple of
okay.
anthologies that I'm in. So, but yeah, 9.5 works for me.
Yeah, okay, we can do that. Because I'm like, that's not a beautiful number, but I get it. Yeah.
Yeah, right. It's a 9 plus.
No, oh, I love that. Yeah. I think on Amazon, if I remember correctly, I think it says on your Shepherd and Sons investigation books, it says there's 6 out of 7 that are out right now because
Hmm.
the 7th comes out in January. But
Probably February.
okay, we'll talk. Wait, tell me more about that. Hang on. Let's see. So
Just
the
life has been crazy and I'm a
ah,
little behind.
okay.
So I'm just going to give myself some extra time to get that out so that I don't put out crap, basically.
So Burned will come out a little after
Yeah,
the January-ish.
correct.
Cool. Um, because I was gonna say with that question too, Amazon sometimes says like, oh, there's 3 books in the series, but there's like 10 coming out. So I always ask them like, are you done or is Amazon lying? Um,
So I don't have pre-orders up for books 8 or 9 yet.
that's why. Okay.
That's why. So I know what they're going to be. I have like notes about them, everything else. Um, but yeah, there'll be 9
Okay.
total. But I just haven't put the pre-orders up. I usually do it and set the dates as I'm releasing the book in front of it. So when I publish book 7 and I'm getting ready to do that, I'll start the pre-order for book 8.
Smart. I know this is looking too much ahead for book 9. That will be the last book, well, so far in the series that you want to wrap up. Um, are you kind of emotional already, or you think that you'll be like, okay, I'm done when you write the ninth?
No. So these guys are family.
Yeah.
I love these guys. I spend more time in their head than I do in my own anymore, and I've gotten to know them so well. I was going to be done. I was just like, okay, we're just going to move on to something else. What I'm doing is a 5 book series with crossovers.
Mm.
So it's cousins in a different small town that will occasionally have shepherds popping in and out. Though we don't have to 100% say goodbye. We get little updates on the families and all the stuff happening between them. And we still get to see a little bit of that action. So, yeah, yeah, I already have 5 more books planned after the first 9.
So you're not saying goodbye for this
I
for
am
oh,
not. I am
which,
not.
which is fine.
Yeah,
For,
yeah, no, I love them. I love them too much.
if I was a fiction writer, my thing is I'm wondering how I would feel because I think I would get too attached. And I would never
Mhm.
enough write 16 books in one series for me, not for anyone else, because I love them.
I
Um,
love that.
or I wonder if I'm like by like book 5, I'd be like, I'm bored. But I don't think I would be because if I'm so deeply attached to my characters, I'm gonna
Yeah,
write 20 of them.
yeah, and I introduce new characters in each book to some
Ooh.
degree. The Christmas special just only has, well, so it's a semi-introduction. We actually get to see the sister for the first time. She's been around, but she's always been in the Navy away. So we never really get to see or know her, but we actually finally get to know her a little bit in the Christmas special. And then we introduce, again, it's not really a full introduction. He shows up in book 6, sort of. We know he's coming, but we actually get to see him like in person for the first time in the Christmas special, and it's their story in book 7. So I'm kind of introducing them and then we're building it over. But
You actually did a great segue that I didn't ask you to do, but I love this for you.
oh, you're
Let's
welcome.
talk about the Christmas special. So
Mm.
I have seen on Amazon, I don't know, I don't think there's a blurb on there yet, but I did see
No.
also a picture or something like that a week ago or something a few weeks
Mhm.
ago on Instagram. So I did find out it's called The Weather Outside is Frightful. Is that what the title is for right now?
So the final title is "The Storm Outside is Frightful" because I
Ooh.
didn't want to take the exact line from the song.
Oh, you're right.
Um, and I have put the final cover up, and the blurb is now up.
Where the heck was I? Was it today or yesterday?
I want to say I put it up like Tuesday. I entered everything Tuesday, but they probably didn't put it up until yesterday. Yeah.
I was at work. Darn it.
Darn it.
Okay. So give me more information. So spill the beans that you can.
All right. So this one is so it's a story told in 2 days.
Okay.
We have, sorry, my phone's giving me notices because I waved to somebody. We have day 1 is an office Christmas party where stuff is happening. And the way I put it in the blurb is the power outage is the least of their worries. Hmm. And then the second day is literally Christmas Day. And it's like a play off of I'll Be Home for Christmas. And it's while everyone's gathered, they're worried because there's one shepherd who might not make it home. So each day they're almost like 2 little mini stories, but they flow together because it's literally all very Christmas themed because we have a Christmas office party with everyone and then we have just the shepherds. But I told it in 6 points of view.
Wow.
Every shepherd gets a point of view. So we finally get to be in John and Mary's head, the parents.
Yeah.
They've been present for all of this. We finally get in their heads. Then Jamie, Jack, and Jaden, the 3 brothers who all work at the company, we get in their heads, but we've been in their heads before. If you've read my books, you've been in their heads. And then we get in Maddie's head for the first time. So I really do introduce her and we get her point of view a little bit in there. And I did that because of how the action plays out. And I wanted to just kind of bring everyone together. And it was challenging. I've never written that many points of view. And even just keeping it straight in my own head, I realized when I was editing it, I was like, wait a minute, whose point of view is this? And I'd scroll back up and have to look over and check because I was like, oh no, I think I switched whose head I'm in here, and like that's not, oh no, that's not my wife, that's my wife, type of thing. You know what I mean? Like, because it was all the chaos, and then I was an idiot and named them all with J names because I thought it was really cute in the beginning. Not so much now that I'm writing all the time with them, all of them present all the time.
So this is not a novella. This is like a full-length book, right?
It's about 170, 180 pages. So this, for instance, is, I want to say, just shy of 400. It is 370.
Yeah.
So it's about half the size. So it's a novel by definition, but it's like literally right on the bottom end of what's qualified as a novel. I didn't want it to be a big read. And honestly, with that many points of view, I couldn't have kept it going for 80,000 pages. I feel like the readers would have been like, no, we're done with you. I wanted it to be kind of short and sweet. It does have the HEA, or technically because it's a series, we get it Happy for Now / HEA, and that all ends well because it's a romance, still falling into that category. And I had to play with things because I'm not really introducing. So we kind of sort of get two meet cutes, but one of them doesn't come to fruition because it's the next book. But
Okay.
one of them is the past because we're seeing the parents meeting for the first time. We're getting a back view of that, flashback of that. That's what I'm looking for. Because I needed to have something in there that gives us that quality, and then I needed to come full term, and then have something finish in the end. So we end with the parents at the AGA.
Evelyn,
All the things.
yeah. That I was about to say, if it's a novella, that's a hard write because it sounds like a 6 points of view. We got flashbacks. I'm like,
All the
well, you're
things. And
talented.
action.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
I'm probably one of the few people in the world that like writes out a Christmas story and then goes, ah, crap, I didn't kill anyone.
Never get off.
I am known for dropping bodies, and I'm like, oh crap, I didn't kill anyone. So I look back
Go
and I'm like,
back
I can
right in the
tweak
dead
this.
body.
I
Right.
could tweak this. Oh my gosh, I had to laugh at myself.
That's so funny. Okay, so after the Christmas one, and then we go after Burned. Is there anything you could tell us, signing wise, maybe writing wise? What's next for you?
Well, more writing, of course. I have a couple of signings coming up, big ones. I have a couple of bar ones coming up for the end of the year. I'll be at Altar Brewing on Sunday. That's in Downers Grove. Um, and then I will be in Kenosha on December 4th doing a Meet the Author at Donovan's Studio Moonfall. He's been a great supporter, and I'm just going up there for the night, camping out. We're going to chat, and I'm just going to sign books, and hopefully I'll have copies of my Christmas special while I'm up there. Then next year, I'm doing Lucky in Lombard in, I want to say that's April or May.
I've heard that one. Yeah.
Spring, yeah, in the past, it's been a really, really big one. Looks like they're keeping things a little bit smaller this year, but it's all romance authors, a lot of fun stuff. And then Romantic Galena reads again, but that's not till next September. So, which I love. That's so much fun. And Galena is a great place to be.
I. How long have you been going to the Galena one?
I went last year was my first time. So this will
Okay.
only be my second appearance there. Amazing event. The people who put it on are great. We do a huge fundraiser at the end of the signing. With this, it's called like a quarters game where you're using quarters to in an auction type of thing. You hold up your
Oh,
paddle, put in your quarter.
yeah.
Quarter mania is what they call it. I had never done it before, but it was a lot of fun. Um, but yeah, it's a great event overall, and we have a lot of fun. And it's neat because I do the anthology with them, and
Mm.
then you get to meet the models who are on the cover. You can have all the other authors sign it, and it's a lot of fun.
I was there for their first year, so I do enjoy that place. It's a great hotel. The
Oh
soda,
yeah, the DeSoto.
yeah, and it was really fun.
Yeah, and it's ladies' weekend when they host it, so
Yes.
there's like tons of events going on, and
Mhm.
I'm like,
Well, my thing is when I first that was my first ever book signing. So my thing is I didn't like plan to have extra time to do things outside of the. Now that I know the logistics of everything, and also
mm.
Galena, always plan like a day before or after. I go, have a good time. And I say,
Yeah. Totally. You got to come
Exactly.
see us. It'll be a blast. You come
I
to
would love to.
Flirtamania with us.
You said September. I looked that up. Oh my gosh, it's already 2026. I don't want to think about this.
I
Ugh,
know, dude. It is.
my
But that's
calendar is
that's
like,
like a year away from now. How crazy.
oh my gosh. Okay, Evelyn, you have been an absolute delight. Thank you for coming on Megan's Bookish Life IG Live.
Thank you so much for having me. You're so much fun to talk to.
You're welcome, and I'm pretty sure I'll see you around. Like literally, at like
Oh,
both.
of course. I've seen you at several signings
I
now
feel like
because you're local.
I am. Yeah. Okay. You have a wonderful night. Um,
Thank you.
I will have this playback up on YouTube soon, and have a great night.
Thank you, Megan. Good night.
Bye.